Once upon a time, in a big, sunny forest, lived a great big lion with a magnificent golden mane. One bright morning, as he was taking a nice, long nap under the shade of a tall oak tree, a tiny little mouse came scurrying by. The mouse was so busy playing hide-and-seek with a butterfly that he didn't see the giant, sleeping lion. Oops. He accidentally scampered right over the lion's big, furry paw and then up his nose. With a twitch and a rumble, the mighty lion woke up with a giant sneeze. Achoo! The little mouse was sent tumbling. Before the mouse could run away, the lion gently but firmly trapped him under his huge paw. The little mouse trembled, his tiny heart beating like a drum. "Oh, please, Mr. Lion, sir," he squeaked, his voice full of courage he didn't know he had. "Please let me go. I didn't mean to wake you. I promise, if you spare me today, one day I might be able to help you in return." The lion looked down at the tiny creature. The idea that this little mouse could ever help him, the king of the forest, was so funny that it made him chuckle. A rumbling laugh shook his whole body. "You, help me!" He rumbled, but his eyes were kind. "You are a brave little thing. All right, run along now and be more careful where you play." The lion lifted his paw, and the grateful mouse scurried away, calling out, "Thank you, thank you. I will never forget your kindness." Life in the forest continued peacefully. The seasons changed, and the lion continued to rule his kingdom with a gentle and fair paw. But one afternoon, while wandering through a part of the woods he didn't know very well, the lion walked straight into a trap set by hunters. A thick rope net sprang from the ground, pulling him high up into the air, tangled and helpless. He was completely stuck. He roared with all his might. Not an angry roar, but a sad and frightened one that echoed through the trees. "Help! Is anyone there? Can anyone help me?" His voice, usually so powerful, was filled with despair. Far away, in his little nest, the tiny mouse heard the roar. He recognized the voice of the kind lion who had spared his life. Without a second thought, he knew he had to keep his promise. He followed the sound of the roars, his little legs running as fast as they could. When he arrived, he saw the great lion hanging from the tree, trapped in the thick ropes. "Don't worry, Mr. Lion. I'm here to help," he called up. The lion looked down and was surprised to see his tiny friend. "Little mouse, but what can you do?" he asked, sadly. "Just watch," said the mouse. He climbed up the tree and onto the net. Then he got to work. With his sharp little teeth, he began to chew on the thick ropes. Nibble, gnaw, chew, chew. One rope snapped, then another. He'd worked tirelessly, his tiny jaw moving back and forth. Slowly but surely, the strong net began to weaken. Rope by rope, he chewed through the trap until, with a final snap, the whole net came crashing down, and the lion was free. The lion shook himself, amazed. He looked down at the tiny mouse, who was proudly wiping his whiskers. "You saved me," the lion said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You, the smallest creature in the forest, saved me, the strongest. Oh, I laughed when you said you might help me one day, but you proved that even the smallest friend can have the biggest heart." From that day forward, the lion and the mouse were the best of friends. They showed everyone in the forest that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And they proved that true strength isn't about size, but about the courage and kindness you show to others. Thank you for listening to our story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wonderful tales.